In this lesson, we're going to learn about minor keys, and especially minor key signatures. And this is going to be really easy because it's just like what we've already learned about major key signatures. So here we've got the same diagram from the major circle of fifths that we used before. You can download, if you want to follow along, the one that's already completed. But recall, all we did was we started on scale degree 6. So at the same place in this, C corresponds to A minor, as we've already seen. Okay? Now I just take scale degree 6 in each of these keys. And as a matter of convention, when I'm just kind of in shorthand in the classroom writing keys, I'm often going to use a capital letter for a major key and a lowercase letter for a minor key. Now think of that as kind of musician's shorthand. If you're writing a paper about a piece of music and it's an A minor, anytime you refer to a pitch class, use a capital letter. So use capital A and then write out minor, lowercase m, and capital C, lowercase m for major. Write out major and minor, always using capital letters for pitch classes. But for now, I'm just going to use this handy abbreviation of uppercase and lowercase letters. So G scale degree 6 is E, so this is E minor. D, it's B, and so forth. I'm just going to write these right up here. And what we get out of this is a circle of fifths that also includes our minor keys, and we use exactly the same key signatures. We write them exactly the same way. There's no different. You can't tell from the key signature whether you're in a major key or a minor key. You have to look at things about context of the music, and that's something we'll have a lot more to say about, and we'll even have some exercises on that before long. F minor, C minor, G minor, and D minor. There you go. And this is often the way it's written with the minor keys on the inside. There are just two other things that you need to know about minor keys. First of all, even though there are 3 forms of the scale that we learned about in the last lesson, we only talk about the key of C minor. So if I say we're in C minor, that means that we've got this 3-flat signature. Scale degree 1 is C. And I'm free to draw on any of these forms as I see appropriate. And I'm still going to call it C minor. It doesn't make any difference. There's no such thing as the key of C harmonic minor or the key of C melodic minor. The key of C minor has all of those scales as resources that it can potentially draw upon. Even in some cases, the natural minor, as we'll see. It's a little bit less frequent, but there are some chords that draw on the natural minor. So don't think that even though, a correct answer, if you're asked to identify a scale that's minor, will always include the form of the minor scale. But if you're asked about a key, those forms don't apply. You don't have to worry about them. Now, the other thing is that you should be aware that there are 2 kinds of correspondence between major and minor keys. What we just saw in that chart are what's called relative minors. So the relative minor and the relative major and minor, those are 2 keys that share the same key signature. So same key signature. Now the other way, of course, that 2 keys could be related, major and minor, is that they start on the same note. And those are called parallel major and minor keys. So if the same pitch class is tonic, so C major and C minor, completely different signatures, nothing versus 3 flats. Parallel major and minor keys start on the same tonic note, but have completely different signatures. Relative major and minor scales start on different notes, but share the same key signature.